So what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel once again. You know, I appreciate having you here. Stick around for this video. A little bit of information. I am leaving on a trip tomorrow. We are going away. When I say we, there's two other people in this. Didn't mean to be rude. And that is Mr. Teapot One and Richie Vida. We are getting together. We're doing a little bit of a work collaboration here. We're going out on... No, I'm going out on the Cub. Not everyone else is on Cubs. Bruce has got a 125. Not sure what Richie Vida's got up his sleeve, but Bruce has got a 125. It's not a Super Cub, but you can see that on his Instagram or his YouTube when that video goes up. I'm not going to tell you what it is now, but I'm going on the Super Cub. Over the past few weeks, I've done a little bit of work on the Super Cub. Not anything major. I've just made it a little bit more laughable, basically. But if you can't have a laugh on a Super Cub, then there's probably no point in owning one. I've done a few things for this trip, so I'm going to take you around that in a minute and show you around what I've done to the Super Cub, but a little bit more about the trip. As I said, there's three YouTubers, myself, Bruce and Richie, two of us part-time, one of us full-time, and we've been trying to plan a little bit of a work adventure together for a little while. I've done some stuff with Bruce in the past, but I've never done stuff with Richie, so this plan hatched over probably a few drinks one night and some WhatsApp messages, and we said let's film and do a little bit of a 125 road trip to give to you guys on YouTube. So that's what we're going to do, and the reason this video is going up so late and we didn't really promote it as much is purely government guidelines, and especially this week we weren't sure what was going to happen until today, literally probably 3 hours ago, but it's all good to go. All of us will be social distancing, abiding by the rules. We're sleeping in separate rooms. Guess what? We're not sleeping in the same bed, that is for sure. As much as I love them, that's not happening. So that's what's going to happen. The major difference is that pubs and bars are closing at 10 PM, so that's not really the end of the world for us. It doesn't really make any difference to what we're doing. Still going to be a good fun project. I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be hard work. The first day is myself and Bruce, and we're going to travel from London up to the Peak District to see Richie, to go and meet him somewhere in the middle of field somewhere. I don't know where we're meeting him actually. Really planned this is. It's a lot of it's last minute today because of the last minute change in rules and regulations, but as I said, it hasn't been too bad. So we're going to meet Richie, and it's about 250 miles the route we're taking, because obviously we can't take motorways and fast A roads, so we're using, I believe, Calimoto app, and we're going to run up from London or from Rikers. I'm meeting Bruce at Rikers, who's Teapot One if you don't know. If you are not subscribed to their channels, that's Teapot One and Richie Vida, I suggest you do now, and also go and follow them on Instagram, Twitter and all the social media things, because I'm getting a little bit sidetracked now. So before I get back to the actual trip, let's get the social media covered. Again, this is the reason I'm doing this video now, is because obviously we can't make the videos. That takes a lot of editing and coordination between the lot of us. We're going to have to do it over Zoom and stuff like that once we get back. But for the meantime, to follow the trip, you can follow us on Instagram. So obviously go and follow me, that's official Mr. Fish on Instagram, and also go and follow Teapot One and Richie Vida, and you might get more of a, not up to date, it's not going to be live, although we might do a live stream, I'm not sure, but it's going to be more of a time frame friendly kind of way of getting to see the trip, if that makes any sense. So the videos will come out after we're back, obviously, but the Instagram will predominantly be as we do it. So make sure you go and follow us on there if you want to keep up with the trip. So the first day is myself and Bruce, Mr. Teapot One, meeting at Rikers, I believe. We still haven't confirmed this, and we're leaving tomorrow morning. And we're going to then ride up some 250 miles via the back roads to meet Richie Vida. I think we're going to meet him in the Wild Bad Touring Departure Lounge. Again, I'm not sure. We'll probably sort that out a little bit later tonight. So that's the plan for the first day. Second day, we're going to ride around, do a tour of the Peak District, that sort of thing. Then we're off to Wales, staying somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And that's just me and Bruce at that point. Richie's going to tail off and do his own thing, or go back home, I'm not sure. He might just keep on continuing going around the world on whatever bike he's got. But myself and Bruce, we're gonna then carry on into the middle of nowhere in Wales. We've got a couple of rooms there. Again, we're not staying together, so don't worry about that. and we're going to do a little bit of exploration. Hopefully Snowdonia and hopefully Brecon Beacons, who knows. We're going to spend a day there or a day and a half exploring, going out and filming some stuff for you guys and hopefully getting some good footage. Then from there it's another 250 miles back to London. So yeah, on a SUPERCUB. It's going to be an experience, that's for sure. But hopefully it's fun, and hopefully that comes across to you guys that I'm saying it's fun. I don't know, I haven't done it yet. But warts and all, no matter what goes right, what goes wrong, is going on camera. If the cameras are working, you guys are going to see it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. But what I'm going to do now is show you around the bike and show you the things I've done to it. Some of the things are worth doing, and some of them I've just done for the sake of it, because if you can't have fun on a SUPERCUB, then you probably shouldn't own one. Right, so before I show you around the bike, let me address the fact that I haven't had a shave. That's because I'm going to do that tonight. My t-shirt, a little bit creased, a little bit dusty because I've been doing some work. This is an ad hoc video, as I said. So I'm looking a little bit ropey, but you're just going to have to deal with that. Now we've got that out of the way, let's take a little look at the SUPERCUB. Right, we should go front to rear. I haven't put this on. This is an Endurostan, and it's a fender pack that should go on there, but I'm not going to bother with that. It's actually for the off-road bike, but it does fit on there, and the only reason I might put it on there is to put some tools in it to weigh the front down, because I'm a little bit rear heavy. It's called Beast, as you can see there, for obvious reasons, because it is a beast. Right, on the front, I'm getting sidetracked here, we've got a screen. It's a Puke screen, I think it's a Puke Traffic, and an MRA wind deflector up the top there. That's just to keep all the crap off the stuff I've got on the dashboard here. And what I've got is an Ultimate add-ons case here for my phone, so that'll keep that completely waterproof, and I can use that as a sat nav, and that connects to the Bluetooth on my crash helmet. I've got this Krieger pack here, and that's actually for the strap on my backpack that I'm not taking with me, but it fits nicely on this little mirror mount in here, so I'm probably going to keep some cables in there, and that keeps that completely waterproof. Down here I've made an ad hoc 12-volt charger. I mean, I didn't make the 12-volt charger. What I did was get an old one and hardwire it to the battery. It's just a cigarette type. I didn't go with USB because I've hardwired it straight to the battery. The USB ones take a little bit of draw, and I didn't want the electricity to run out, so that's what I did with that. It's a little bit cheap and nasty, but hopefully it'll do the job. We've got a cup holder there, just because. I don't know why I've got that. I saw it on Amazon and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to have a cup holder. No, actually, what I've got that goes in there, funny enough, and it just happens to fit by luck, I've got a waterproof charger for my GoPro batteries that is cup holder size, and it fits straight in there, so I can USB straight to the waterproof charger and charge my batteries while I go. So that's actually quite handy. Although it's a silly little thing, it's actually quite handy. Right, moving back. We got the... I don't know why I'm laughing, I did this. We've got a sheepskin seat here, and in here we've got a gel pad, and back here is an old camping pillow. And the reason I've got this is it's quite uncomfortable for me. Naturally I want to sit back here, but I tend to sit around here is my sweet spot. That doesn't make sense, does it? My backside's not the sweet spot. This bit here is the sweet spot. I don't mean my... yeah, you get what I mean. Anyway, so this makes it a bit more comfortable, and this pillow here, it's actually burst, so it's got no air in it, but it's a self-inflating... oh, I got a bit sexual then. It's a self-inflating pillow, and it fits down there nicely, and it keeps me quite comfortable actually. And that moves me on to the back box, which is a 42 litre, I think, Jivy Trekker. And yeah, that's been with me for ages. I've had that on my Africa Twin, my CB500X, and that does a really, really good job of keeping all my stuff in one place, and it fits onto the Honda rack there that I bought with the SUPERCUB. I think it's the mono lock or whatever plate it is, whatever plate fits this. That goes on there, just bolts on under here. What I'm going to do is take this off in a minute. I'm going to take this off and just see how the bolts are doing on here, because since I put it on I haven't checked it. I'm just going to tighten the bolts out, and I'm going to put some extra little cable ties through the holes here, just in case the vibrations start moving the bolts around. I don't want them to fall out, and if they do, if I cable tie it, it shouldn't move as well. On the side you might have noticed this, a little 1 litre petrol tank. That should give me an extra 30 miles. Hopefully I won't need it, it's not full at the moment. I'm not planning on using it, we're not going to the middle of nowhere, so hopefully they'll have petrol, but I'm just gonna keep it there just in case. And it's in this little bag I got from Amazon, and that just bungees on over there and under there. It's also held on with these bungee cords here, just for an extra bit of stability, because it's got a little ridge in the middle, so it does move, but it's not the end of the world. I've got a little Endurostan tool pack that is going to come with me. I'm going to fit all the tools in that. I haven't really packed it yet, so I've got a few things to do. I've got some extra bits to go on it, not sort of like on the outside. All I've got to do to this bike is I've got to adjust the chain, which is around the other side. Obviously I might give it a little bit of a clean, so adjust the chain, adjust the clutch slightly, and then we're good to go. I only did a service 200 miles ago, so that should all be good. The oil's pretty fresh, so we should have a good trip in theory, hopefully. The weather is saying it's going to be absolutely awful, but I've got waterproofs and hopefully they don't leak. So there you go, that's the SUPERCUB, that's the trip. I hope you follow us all on Instagram. I hope you're looking forward to the trip when we put it on YouTube. It's going to be good, it's going to be fun, it's going to be hard work, it's going to be wet, it's going to be cold, it's going to be interesting. And we're calling it the Big Little Adventure. So don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to do all those things that you need to do. Also hit that notification bell so you guys can get the drop on these videos. I shall see you on the next one. You know I love you all. From myself and the beast, stay safe, fish out.
Get all your bags, get out my house. I don't want your stuff around. I never did you wrong, but you did me wrong, so go ahead, get gone. Get all your bags, get out my house. I don't want your stuff around. I never did you wrong, but you did me wrong, so go ahead and get gone.